The breaking news today is that the New England Journal of Medicine has finally published the phase 1 trial of the Moderna vaccine. This vaccine, as I have explained earlier, is a messenger RNA vaccine. It is the first of its kind, and in fact, Moderna has never ever made a vaccine such as this, which has been used in human beings. This trial, which has been published, is a phase 1 trial, which includes 45 participants. 15 participants were given a low dose of 25 micrograms of this vaccine, 2 doses, 1 month apart. Then there was a dosage of 100 micrograms and a high dose of 250 micrograms given to 15 people each. So we have 3 doses of this vaccine. A phase 1 trial primarily assesses the adverse effects of a vaccine or of a medicine. After the first injection, quite a few developed minor side effects, such as fatigue, headache, myalgia, and chills, and some pain at the injection site. But apart from that, the vaccine had no major adverse effects. After the second injection, however, 20% or 21% in the high dose vaccination group, that is the chaps who received 250 micrograms 1 month apart, 20% of them developed some adverse effects which were considered serious, and one of them was high fever. So by and large, the vaccine has been found to be safe, and most probably the high dose will not be used. What will be used in the next phase would be a dosage of 100 micrograms given twice, or a dosage less than 100 micrograms given twice. The other interesting information is that there was adequate antibody response. After the first vaccination dose, antibodies were found to the tune of 40,000 in the 25 micrograms group, to the tune of 1 lakh in the 100 micrograms group, and 2 lakhs in the 250 micrograms group. After the second dose, antibodies were found to the tune of 3 lakhs in the low dose, 8 lakhs in the intermediate dose, and 12 lakhs in the high dose group. So by and large, the message is that the messenger RNA vaccine is tolerable. There are no major side effects, especially if a moderate dose or a low dose is used. The next phase would be the phase 2 trial, wherein the efficacy of the vaccine will be checked. That is already ongoing, and following that, we will need thousands of patients for the phase 3 trial, where it will be confirmed as to whether the drug or this particular vaccine works, and as to what are the side effects finally. So now we have really a very quick production of a vaccine. The work which would have normally been done in about 5 to 6 years has been compressed to just 6 months. Now that is phenomenal work, and one hopes that the other trials, the other phases turn out to be equally effective, that they are found to be working, that the vaccine works, and that would be pretty good news if the vaccine works. And one is hoping that in the next 6 to 8 months or 10 months, the final version of the vaccine, or rather we have the ultimate or the final information about the vaccine. Apart from the messenger RNA, in India also we are developing 2 types of vaccines. One is the dead vaccine, which is being made by the collaboration of the ICMR and Bharat Biotech. That will use a dead virus, an inactive virus. The human trials have been launched, and apart from that, even there is another vaccine, which is a vector-borne virus, a vector-borne vaccine, which will be assessed by Zydus, And this, as I have mentioned earlier, would take a gene which would make the spike part of this virus, and this gene would be put into an adenovirus which would be injected, and the adenovirus would penetrate the human cell and then give instructions to the human cell to make the spike portion of the virus, just the spike portion. And once the spike portion is developed, then the body will make the antibodies. The messenger RNA is a direct instruction. This is a part of the virus. This is the messenger RNA which will instruct the human cell to make the spike portion of the virus, just the spike portion, not the entire virus, and thereby induce the body to manufacture antibodies which will prevent a future infection. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is breaking news that Moderna has published the phase 1 trial, and one hopes that the 2 Indian vaccines are also published. That means the phase 1 trials and the phase 2 trials are published in a peer-reviewed journal. So we know exactly where we stand with this, the vaccinations. Apart from that, the other interesting news is that the WHO has commissioned 2 people to investigate the source of the Chinese virus. The 2 people are an epidemiologist and an animal health worker, in other words, a veterinary surgeon. And surprisingly, the terms of reference are that these people do not investigate the Wuhan Institute of Virology, but merely investigate whether there was or is the possibility that this virus came out from an animal. Now, clearly this will be an eyewash, because we all know that the virus has most probably come out from the Wuhan Institute of Virology, and also that there is a very, very strong chance that the virus was engineered from its closest relative, which was the rat G13 virus, which in turn was discovered for the first time in 2013 from an abandoned copper mine in the province of Yunnan in China. So I will leave you with that. The good information is that the phase 1 trial by Moderna, which is headquartered in Massachusetts in the US, has been done, and this has been published by the New England Journal of Medicine just yesterday. Thank you very much.